Today we are doing 611, solve system of equations by substitution and elimination. So we are going to be solving these two additional ways than from lesson 610 where we had to graph. So we graphed in 610, and today we are learning substitution and elimination as an additional two ways to solve for that intersection point. The first one I'm going to show you is substitution. Here I have given you two equations, and these ones are nice. They are already in y equals mx plus b form. If they're not given in this form, you would go ahead and make them into y equals, or in this case, y equals mx plus b. The second step for substitution is to substitute equation for y. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to pick one of these two equations and I'm going to plug this in for y. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to plug it into this y. The reason I can do this is I'm substituting it. If you notice, right here we have a y and we have a y. So this equation right here says that y equals 4x minus 1. So I'm going to take that 4x minus 1 and I'm going to substitute it or plug it in for that y. So when I do that, I'm going to have 4x minus 1 equals x plus 5. And I get the x plus 5 from this right here. So again, I took this and I plugged it in for y, and I have this left over from that equation. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to solve for x. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to subtract x to both sides. I get 4x minus 1x is 3x minus 1 equals 5. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I get 3x equals 6. I divide by 3. I get x equals 2. So now that I have x equals 2, I'm going to go ahead and do step number 3, which is right here, and it says plug x into either equation to solve for y. So I'm going to go back and look at my equations here. It doesn't matter, I can pick any of these two up here that are written in black, which were my original two equations, and I can plug 2 into this x or this x. I always try to pick the one that I feel is easier to solve for. So I'm going to pick the top one. I'm going to do that in blue, and I'm going to do it right next to it. I have y equals, I know that x is 2 plus 5. And I'm getting that 2 from this guy right here. So I have y equals 2 plus 5, which is 7. So now I have a y and I have an x. I can now write a point. And that is what step number 4 says. Right here it says write the coordinate point or the solution. They are the same thing. So I'm going to have 2, 7, because that is my x, y coordinate. And so therefore I have my answer or my solution where the two lines intersect, which is 2, 7. Let's try another one. Right here we have x plus y equals 5. And we have 2x minus 3y equals 5. And those are our two equations that we are going to use to solve for the intersection point. So on this one, they're not nicely put into y equals mx plus b form. So we're going to need to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and you only have to pick one to put in y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to choose the top one. I think that this one is the easiest to go ahead and rewrite into y equals mx plus b. So I would take my x plus y equals 5, and I would go ahead and subtract x to both sides. And I would now have y equals negative x plus 5. And this is the equation I'm going to use to substitute. So now I can plug this equation into this y right here. Because here I have my y, negative x plus 5, and that is my y, so I can substitute that in. So I'm going to have 2x, don't forget your minus sign, 3 times negative x plus 5 equals 5. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to distribute and solve for x. So you're going to distribute that negative 3 to both parts. So I have my 2x. Negative 3 times negative x is positive 3x. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15 equals 5. I can combine like terms right here. And so I'm going to have 2x plus 3x. I get 5x minus 15 equals 5. I add 15 to both sides. I get 5x equals 20. I divide both sides by 5, and I end up getting x equals 4. So now I go ahead and I can substitute that into any of these equations, and you can also use the one that you rewrote. And I highly recommend you do because it's the most simplest equation. So I can go ahead and plug that negative 4 into this x right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have y equals negative 4 because there was a negative sign right here. So you got to make sure you include it right here as well. Plus 5. And so I have y equals negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So now I can write my x comma y coordinate point, which is 4, 1. And that is my intersection point for these two lines. Let's look at elimination. This is our third way to do it. So far we've done graphing, we've done substitution, and the last way to find the intersection point of two lines is something called elimination. Your first step is to line up your x and y's. Sometimes your x and y's are not lined up, so you always want your x, your y, and then your number, which means you just want it in standard form for elimination. So now that we have them lined up, you want to make sure that one of them is the same number but opposite signs. If not, you need to make it that way. For this, it's really simple. They are automatically the same number but an opposite sign. So you can go ahead and add these, which means you're going to cross them out and you're going to be able to solve for y. So the goal is to get one of them the same sign, but same number but opposite sign so that you can eliminate it. That's why it's called the elimination method. So when we add these or combine like terms, these are gone. 2y plus 2y is 4y. 7 plus 1 is 8. Divide by 4 to both sides. You're going to have y equals 2. So now you have your y. You need to find your x. So you're going to plug your y into any of these equations. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to use the top one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that top equation, and I'll do this another color. So I'll have 3x plus 2y, so I'm going to plug in my 2, equals 7. And again, I got that from this equation right here. I'm going to simplify now and solve for x. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract 4. I get 3x equals 7 minus 4 is 3. Divide both sides by 3. I get x equals 1. So now you can do step 5, which is to write the coordinate point. So your final answer is the coordinate point 1, 2. And I got that from this x and from this y for the x, y point. Let's try this again for another example. We're going to use all 5 steps. The first step we're going to do is to make sure we have our x and y's lined up right here. We want to make sure that one of them is the same number but opposite signs. For this one, these are the same number, but they don't have opposite signs. So you need to make this a positive so that you can eliminate these y's. In order to do that, you're going to multiply this entire thing by a negative. And when you do that, you'll get a new equation. So I'm going to distribute that negative through. It's going to be negative 2x plus y equals negative 7. And again, I was just distributing that negative to each part, changing the signs. So now I have my top equation, which is 4x minus y equals 3. And I'm going to rewrite right underneath it my new equation on the bottom. And so now I can go ahead and eliminate. So I'm going to eliminate these now. And I'm going to have 4 minus 2 is 2x equals 3 minus 7 is a negative 4. Divide both sides by 2. I get x equals negative 2. So now that I have my x, I can go ahead and plug it into any of these equations. It doesn't matter. You can also use this one. I'm going to use the top one. You could have picked something different. So I'm going to have 4 instead of x. I'm going to write negative 2 minus y equals 3. Again, I'm getting that from this guy right here. I just plugged in my negative 2. And so 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 minus y equals 3. I add 8 to both sides. I have negative y equals 8 plus 3 is 11. And I need to make it a positive y. So I'm going to have y equals negative 11. So now I have my x and y point. So I have negative 2 and negative 11, and that is my intersection point.